Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing I actually don't know what I'm doing. I've got a whole heap of special effects makeup all set out in front of me. I kind of have a bit of an idea of what I'm going to do in my head, you know, a bit of, you know, gory kind of stuff, and I don't know, maybe a bit zombie, sort of vampire, sort of, yeah, I don't know. I've got a whole lot of stuff in front of me and I just thought I would film and see where we go. So yeah, let's get into it. Now all the products I'm going to list in the description box below, so if I don't show what I'm using, just check the description box below. So let's just get into it. Face with a little bit of primer, and I'm just using a silicone one so that everything sort of slips on over the top really well. So I can see I've changed my room around a bit, so just going to see if this works a little bit easier than trying to have to balance everything on my lap. I've actually got a little desk in here now in my filming room, or filming / makeup studio. So let's see how that goes. So I'm just going to pop some foundation on over the top before I start putting like a whole heap of, you know, cream products to get that sort of goth zombie sort of pasty look on my face. So I'm going to go in with a really light foundation, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and this is in Porcelain. A heap of like disposable sponges in front of me so that I don't wreck any of my good brushes, because the last time I used latex products I accidentally put a really good brush into latex that wasn't quite dry, and I totally ruined a really good brush. So I'm prepared with lots of sponges that I don't really care if I ruin, I can just chuck out. So I'm just putting this on, not too perfectly, just quite messily. Just want to have a bit of base underneath so that, you know, in case my skin decides, hey, I don't like what you've just put on me. I'll pop a bit more out and just run down my neck so it doesn't just look like I've got a mask on. Really odd with like white face and neck and tan body. I probably shouldn't have fake tanned yesterday. Oh well. Just gonna pop the rest of that on, and I'm just gonna blend the rest out with my fingers. Nothing has to be perfect because we're sort of going for that grungy zombie, who cares what we sort of look like as long as it looks dirty and dead like. Where to start next? I might start off with doing a little bit of latex. Oh God, it's been so long since I've used latex. So I've just got some liquid latex that I've got from Makeup and Glow, and just going to pop some onto a sponge, just a little round sponge, and just going to pop some where I want to do some wounds on my face. So maybe one up here. So I'm going to pop on the latex, and then I'm going to put, I don't really know what I'm going to put. Oh God, that stinks. Latex stinks. It smells so bad. I forget how bad it stinks. And I think I'm going to do a bit of a wound along my neck, like, oh God, that stinks. Ugh. Okay, so while that's still wet, I'm going to use some cotton balls, and I'm going to pull them apart and stick them sort of on top of the latex. Everything's sticking to me, so that I've got something to open my wound up with. Okay, and then I'm going to pop some more latex over the top of those. So that can all sort of dry. while I'm deciding what to do around my eye area, etc. So I'm going to make sure that that's all nice and wet in there and stuck down. Could turn out to be the longest video ever, so I'm going to try not to talk too much through it so that I can edit out as much as I can, so it's not oh god, that stinks. Just liberally applying that latex over the cotton wool so that it's all sort of stuck down on my skin. It's gross, totally gross. I've got it everywhere. So I'm going to grab my Makeup Forever Flash palette, and I'm going to grab some of the white and maybe mix in a little bit of like the yellow and the salmon sort of colour, so you get that sort of pasty look. And I'm just going to dab that sort of all over my face so that these bits of white obviously blend in with together, so it doesn't look like I've got like dodgy looking bits on me. So just going to use a spatula and get some of that out. Just pop that on me. Doesn't have to be, you know, that's the whole idea about being creative, etc., is that, you know, you can do whatever you like. So I'm just gonna sort of spread it out with my fingers first, and then I'm just going to go in with one of those latex sponges. Got my lips. Don't worry about how those bits look at the moment, because we're actually going to cover them up and make them look like a wound. And with that sponge that I used earlier, and I had used my foundation on, not the sponge I had the latex on, and just sort of dab everything out. A white or translucent powder just to set all that cream product. Yes. And I'm going to use a brush because all that latex is now dry. Bit of fun with our eyes, and basically the kind of colours that you want to stick with are sort of matte colours, obviously, because who has a shimmery wound or who sees shimmery vampires, apart from like Edward out of Twilight? I mean, he's shimmery all over, but we're kind of not doing that. We're doing sort of fantasy, something a little bit grungy and gory. So I've got my Saucebox Etude Palette, and it's got all those sort of darker colours in it. So we're going to stick to sort of those browns and burgundies and a bit of black as well. And I'm also going to pull in some from my Too Faced palette. These are just ones that I've depotted, and you really want to have sort of that mauvey sort of colour, and a bit of a darker purple to, you know, represent wounds and stuff like that, and bruises, and also sort of some green colours down here as well, which are out of the Sigma Cream de Couture palette, I think, something like that. So, you know, I'm just going to do a whole mix of different colours just to, you know, I'll start off with the eyes, do that, and then we'll go into the wound areas as well. I might not talk through this section, and I'll just put some music over the top just so you can just see what I'm doing. you can see what I've kind of done there. I've used a whole lot of products. I've used some lip products. I've used a little bit of some SPFX products that are sort of sticking to that charcoaly green and red sort of look, eyeshadows, and just really just gone to town on, you know, the whole face sort of thing, and made it really dirty and yucky looking. So now I'm going to pull these latex bits apart. So I'm going to use a pair of scissors very carefully, just sort of start getting into where the cotton wool is. So I don't want it to look like you've got like skin peeling off. It feels so odd trying to cut away. And it's not even my skin. And that one's come right off my face, which is just great. So I'm just going to cut sort of around it, and then I'm just going to pop some more latex over the top to stick it back onto my skin. See how the latex is sort of giving it a really disgusting look? That's what you want. So it looks like your skin's like peeling off. Perfect. So I've got some red face paint stuff, and just going to use my fingers and pop that sort of in the middle part of the wound. Get it right in there. Oh, I feel really disgusting right now. It's great! Got a couple of velour lips that I'm just gonna, you know, give it a little bit of extra disgusting look about it. A couple of different colours, just so it doesn't look fake. Hey, you want it to look real, don't you? Going in with a little bit of like black eyeshadow to sort of make it look a little bit more older blood, right on that inner sort of parts. Where you've put all the red. Okay, I'm going to do my lips now, and then I'm going to add the fun part, which is fake blood. Can't do SPFX without some fake blood. So I'm actually really liking the lips being really sort of dead looking, so I might just do it like a charcoaly sort of, like they're looking like they're like how the White Walkers look with their lips. So just going to grab that little masquerade thing and the sort of the charcoaly purple colour, and I'm just going to put some on my fingers, and I'm going to start from the inner part of our lips and just work outwards and just, you know, blend it all around, and then grab a bit of the red as well. And the black. And just use a little bit of eyeshadow over the top. Maybe stick with those sort of purpley tones. Purpley sort of grey tones. I don't look pretty. This is not a pretty look. I've got some Snazaroo Special Effects. This is the gel blood. Use it out of there with a Q-tip. Oh, how good does that look? Awesome. Pop it right in where those bits of latex are like falling off. Grab some of that. Take most of it off on a tissue. And just dab it over my face. Now, kind of feeling like my eyes need a bit more because there's so much else going on my face. So just going to go back in with some eyeshadow and just going to pick up sort of some charcoaly and dark blue sort of colours and just intensify that sort of eye area. We got a bit of blood on the eye. Cool. Now I have these blood capsules. I'm really unsure about whether I should use them, only because I've got an ulcer in my mouth. But yeah, so they're little capsules of blood. So once you chew on them, apparently you get all this like blood in your mouth. Hey, it's only Halloween once. Let's see what happens. Oh, they taste disgusting. Just gonna, yeah, that's what. I'm just gonna like, I chewed a little bit of it and I'm just gonna get some of it out and just, because it's supposed to be okay to, you know, have it in your mouth. So I'm just gonna pop it over my teeth. I'm not actually gonna chew the whole bloody thing. That's just revolting. Blood. My hands are disgusting. Oh my god. So guys, I'm just going to do a few more finishing touches. I'm just going to really suck that when I look really dead looking. Just come up sort of around my sort of hairline and just really right. I'm stained. So guys, what do you reckon? Bit of fun, bit of scary stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week's Halloween tutorial, and I'm also going to do some nice glamour races looks, so maybe just a little bit different from what I've got going on today. Thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and see you in my next video. Bye guys.